About 12 hours ago, I accomplished something that I never thought I'd be able to do, and that is acquiring 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has helped me get to this point. I've been making YouTube videos on various channels in varying capacities since about 2009, and up until about maybe August or September of last year, I'd never been above 150 subscribers at any point. So I was pretty surprised by how quickly my channel started to grow once my teaching duties for an online class compelled me to start posting my lectures on YouTube. I was surprised that there was a larger audience for these things. And I've had a few other videos that did well in terms of views, like I've made some videos on the neutral powers of World War II, and I made a video on the Varangian Guard, and a few other things that made a little bit of a splash, but nothing too spectacular. I never thought I'd be in a position to actually monetize my channel, and yet that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I would like for you guys to continue on this journey with me if you are so willing. So let's cover some business. Let's talk about some ways that you can help me make this into something bigger. Those of you who are artistically gifted could possibly help me by making an avatar for me. Right now I'm using a bust of Cleisthenes that was commissioned for the Ohio State House back around 1830 or so. That's why it has more detail than actual ancient bust, and this of course was supposed to represent the Athenian statesman Cleisthenes, who is supposed to be the founder of Athenian democracy. Well, Thersites is clearly not the same person as Cleisthenes, and I would like some sort of avatar which actually represents Thersites in some way. I don't really know of any such art at the moment, so if someone would like to create that for me, that would be awesome. I would really appreciate that. Now let's move into some of my other social media platforms that the majority of you are currently unaware of. So I actually do have a Twitter account. I've been asked about this before, and I haven't really given it out up to this point simply because I don't use Twitter all that often. But for those of you who are interested, you can find it there. And maybe going forward, I'll try to be a little more active on Twitter in terms of promoting my videos and arguing with neoliberals and other idiots who I come across on that platform. I also have an account over on Minds.com. I haven't been all that active over there, but I have posted a few things, and I do plan on posting more. One of the cool things about Minds.com is that you can combine video and text, so I can actually write some things rather than having to put everything in a video form. So that's something that I might do a little bit more of going forward. So if you'd like to go over there, set up an account, support me, that'd be great. In a similar vein, I have joined DTube and Steemit. Now, this is a service which I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out, but apparently it's a good way for creators to make money off of their videos through having them upvoted by users. So because DTube is heavily dominated by libertarians who are obsessed with cryptocurrency, there's not a huge market for my material, so I need to bring my fan base with me. That's the only conclusion I can draw. So if you'd like to, go over there and create an account. It'll take about a week for your account to be approved, and then you can go upvote all my stuff, and every time you upvote me, I will get 1/3 of a penny on each video. So that will hopefully eventually add up, maybe, in theory, assuming this cryptocurrency thing doesn't completely collapse, which it damn well might. The best way to support me, though, is to go to patreon.com/Thersites, and there I have a variety of ways in which you can help me. So let's go through the reward packages that come along with each level of support. The theme of my Patreon reward system is Athenian democracy, and therefore the first rung is that of a theat. Theats are contributors who contribute $1 to $4 a month. A theat is entitled to participate in patron-only hangouts each month, in keeping with the norms of Athenian democracy, where any citizen could speak and vote. So Unlike a lot of other channels where you have to contribute quite a bit of money to be able to get direct access, I believe that if you're willing to give me anything, that you should be entitled to speak to me and have some degree of personal access. And also, that's in keeping with my larger theme and my political commitments. Next up are hoplites. Hoplites are people who contribute $5 to $9 a month. Hoplites share the privilege of feats of participating in patron-only hangouts, and they get to see scheduled videos a day in advance. Now, often on this channel, I'll record, say, 3 videos in one day, and then release them over, say, a 9-day period. I like to have about a 3-day gap, so that way my releases are more constant. And if you are a hoplite, you'll get to see what I've released a day early. So that is the major perk of being a hoplite. Next up are Hitbase. Hitbase are patrons who contribute $10 to $19 a month. Hitbase share all of the privileges of the 2 lower classes, but rather than getting their scheduled videos a day in advance, if you are a member of the Hitbase, you get to see any scheduled releases immediately. I will provide you with links that will allow you to watch these videos no matter how far in advance they are of their scheduled release date. So that is the second highest rung, and now let's talk about the top tier rewards package. At the top of the heap are the Strategoi. And to be a Strategos, you have to be a generous patron who contributes $20 or more per month. Strategoi will enjoy all of the previously mentioned perks of the Hitbase. In addition, though, when I schedule my patron-only hangout, the time needs of Strategoi will actually be a major consideration as to when I set the time for that hangout. As a further bonus, you will have access to some of my old and somewhat embarrassing YouTube content, some of which dates back to 2009. So this includes really awkward attempts at doing satire, and also a series of videos where I sit in front of a webcam, drink beer, and try to go through the entire history of the Roman Republic. So I feel like that's a pretty fair deal. And I will throw in further perks to all of these levels as time goes on and I have more perks to offer. But at the moment, these are the perks as they stand. Thank you all once again for helping me to reach 1,000 subscribers. That's something that I didn't think was ever going to happen for me, and now here we are. And I'd also like to thank you all for considering becoming patrons, and I hope that I get to meet a lot more of you and interact with you guys more. And I look forward to seeing you all in the comment sections of videos or on Patreon or wherever we happen to meet. So until next time, I'm Thersites the Historian. Peace out.